again. So as I was saying, we're wrapping up the month of August, which is Women's Month. And yeah, as a young woman, I'm praying to become not just a Proverbs 31, because I've read somewhere, or I've heard somewhere, that Proverbs 31 is actually for men who are looking for a spouse. It's a mother's advice to her son. Ukuthi, my son, these are the characteristics that you need to look for in a woman in order to know whether she's the right one for you. So her being pretty, her looking all attractive is not enough. Does she have the characteristics that are in that verse? Is she a virtuous woman? Is she a woman who takes care of others? Is she a woman who is hardworking, dedicated, motivated? Because there's no point in saying in the interviews that I'm a hardworking person, I know how to work under pressure, but then when pressure is in your house, then you can't do the same thing. When pressure is applied in your household, then you can't work under pressure. So if you can't work under pressure in your home, in your family, then trust me, in the workplace it's not going to be any different. So if you're not hardworking at home, then how on earth are you going to be hardworking in the corporate world or in the office, in a working environment? What you are at home is what you're going to be in a working environment. And that is something that a lot of people need to understand. Who you say you are in a job interview is who you should be at home. If you're gonna say that you are a motivated, a dedicated person, very strong-willed, very disciplined, we should be able to see that. If your employer were to go and do an interview of you at your house, and be like, you know what, Nomsi, you say you want this job, can I come to your house for coffee? If they come to my house for coffee, they should be able to see everything that I say I am in the interview. They should be able to say, indeed she is hardworking, indeed she is motivated, indeed she is driven, indeed she is this. Just because you're not where you want to be right now doesn't mean that you should not be who you say you are right now. You should be who you say you are right now before you get to where you want to be, in the future. If you want to be in that lavish and luxurious apartment, if you want to own an apartment, that is in a high estate, then you should be able to take care of what God has given you right now in that same manner that you're going to take care of that luxurious apartment. So you can't say that you are hardworking right now and then not work on what God has already given you. You must cultivate what God has already entrusted you, because the word says, if we can't be trusted with the little things, then how on earth can God trust us with the big things that we are praying for? We can't pray for big things, but then we take advantage of the little things that God gives us. It does not make sense. It's not logic. It's madness. It's madness. And God is not a fool to entrust you with big things. So ask yourself, if you asked for God to bless you with a big house, are you taking care of the little house that God has entrusted you with now? That shack that you are belittling, looking down upon, that situation that God is keeping you in, are you able to do the best? And are you able to excel in where God has placed you so that God can entrust you with more? Because trust me, God is not going to entrust you with more if you cannot be trusted with the little He has already given you. So seek, look, reflect upon yourself. Take a mirror, which is God's word. God's word is a true mirror that reflects not just who we are, it reflects our purpose, it reflects our lives, it shows us what we need to repent from, it shows us what our lives are supposed to be like, it shows us